But. All right, so let's see. I don't know. My neighbors are doing renovations right now, and I get greeted at 8 o'clock in the morning with beam, 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 beam. So nice. It's so. I'm wondering if y'all can hear it. It might be just below, but like, that ain't fun. All right, so let me get over here real fast. So no Bambii. First of all, they just dropped it, and it sounds stupid. I'm about to be petty. Where it's like, but it's just like yo, we can't drop Bambii right now. It's like, what? Y'all didn't even make the announcement that she was gonna be the one. Like, we knew she was gonna be the one, but y'all didn't even make the announcement. Give us that pretty image of them in like an action scene or something. Y'all didn't give us nothing. It was just like, man, she gonna be late. That was it. Here is a ticket, 100 jade and a pill. Like it, basically. We will see how long the delay takes. I'm not impressed by the compensation, to be for real. Like, seems kind of lame, but maybe I'm just expecting too much. Maybe I'm being spoiled, right? Maybe I'm just spoiled. But feels like they could have given us a little bit more. Especially since it's one of those, like, they don't even tell us. We have no idea how long it's gonna be. I was like, okay, so delay, like what? Is the delay gonna be like a day? Is it gonna be a week? And they're like, man, we don't know. It's gonna happen, but we don't know how long it's gonna take. Prioritize the issues regarding Bambii to ensure swift release. I hope so. What else? What the hell else would you be prioritizing? Like, isn't that supposed to be it? And then on top of it, we notify everyone immediately. Blah 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 blah. Then on top of it, as I'm getting into the game, I'm like, okay, so does that mean they're gonna leave stuff? Like they're gonna leave the ability for us to get Nell? Well, no, that's gone. And then I was like, all right, well, anyway, they had the Mayuri thing. They said was starting on August 5th. It's not that big of a. Oh wait, no, he's not. You can't pull him. Okay, well then, let me go. Let me go look at some events. Then you know what I'm saying. Maybe they put those new events. Oh no, the ones we had are gone. Oh, okay. So then no events either? Is it me? Like, come on, man. I need to, like, okay. Hold up. I'm going to do this just because I did do a YouTube short. So we're going to try to do this real fast. Like, we're going to rewind it. We're going to rewind it. We're going to rewind it. And basically go from here. So, for real, they notify us Bambi's late, which, okay, we knew Bambii was coming out, but like, y'all didn't give us any kind of fanfare. Y'all gave us no kind of pomp and circumstance. There was no like nice desktop style image that I can say, hey, new character. Nope, just nah, Bambii late. Then you give us a limited ticket, Spirit J 100, not enough for a ticket, and then a pill, so 60 energy. That feels insufficient, but maybe I'm spoiled, right? Maybe I'm spoiled. Because at this moment, I was like, I don't know how long the delay is going to be. Maybe it's like a day, two. And they're just like, no, we don't know. We prioritize this issue. I hope that should be the only issue that. Yeah, that's the first one. And we will let you know when we've resolved it. That tells me, and again, it's an issue, it's a bug. Clearly, they can't schedule that and be like, yo, this is going to be done in 35 minutes. But I'm assuming not today. Haven't heard anything, probably not tomorrow. Okay, so then let me see. I'm still making this decision on whether I should pull the Nell or not. I can go ahead and pull my unit. Oh, wait, no. So the issue with Bambii means that we don't get the Mayuri pulls that we were gonna get on the 5th. Okay, cool. But Nell is gone. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, let me just go to the events real fast. I'll do some events and whatever. Just check that. Oh no. So we got this one. It's done in 7 days, and we got this but we don't have the ones that were supposed to cut. All right, makes it feel like the compensation is even less now. Like I didn't think it was enough for the whole like Bambi not being released or Bambi being delayed. Now I feel like it's worth even less. Hmm. Okay. All right. We rock with it. Back at it again. Shuisha. I gotta start saying the name. Shuisha's back at it again. Are you sure? Are you sure? Do you like Aizen or Yuchi? What do you mean Yuchi? You mean is Yachiru, Yarawichi? Who are you trying to talk about there? I. Hey, what's up? What's up, Liam? Yeah, I got Dual Sun Get to. Oh, Dual Sun Get to is really, really good. Yes, really, really good. Actually, today is going to be. Someone asked me a question about building a team, and so what? The direct question, and I'll go to the question that you had because I'm going to make a YouTube video out of it. But the question that he actually had was he's going into Frenzy Feast. He's going into there was another game mode I can't remember off the top. Oh, the Waco Mundo one, which I can't play now. Trying to get up to 1,000,000, right? But he does not have any boundaries on any of his characters. He's free to play, and I asked him what characters he has. So what I'm gonna try to do is build a team that would be not my strongest to like basically go through like the tactics of it, like just to see like how you would build a team and see if I can get a team that would get up to 1,000,000. And I guess well what he means is millions of damage, but what's important is like this dual score. But even that's not that important. What's really important is clearing it so you can go ahead and get these weekly rewards. I would say in terms of like repetitive stuff, weekly stuff. Is it? Yeah, I think Frenzy Feast is the most important to complete for, especially for beginners. But I think it's like the most important one to complete of all the weekly stuff because you get the most jade from it. Battle Rewind would be second, right? Battle Rewind would be second because you get the stamps. But I feel like Frenzy Feast is going to be more difficult because this demands of you just a strong team. And well, this does demand of you like types, but I think you can scoot past some of these types once you get to a different certain level. Yadoichi, I mean. Um, oh no, Aizen over Yadoichi every day, all day. That's not even. And Yadoichi is one of my favorite characters in the series. Yes, that's Aizen all day. It's not even close. Not even close. Even if you don't have them at B anything, B0 Aizen, the amount of benefit he has to the spirit team is huge. I know he likes to be on the field a lot where he could be before B4, he can feel a lot like Nell would in terms of like you're always on the field and you're not doing that much damage. Can you stop it? But he does provide a lot to the team. So but more so than Yadoichi. So I would definitely lean Aizen. Honestly, Aizen's gonna be better than Aizen's gonna be better at B0 than all of those original SSRs from the regular tickets, except for maybe Kitsuke. B4 for sure is better than Kitsuke. Don't get that twisted. But that's a debate. Hakeem, am I crazy? Hakeem is the other experienced player in the chat. Where it's like, yo, and I'm not even joking because of what Kitsuke does with that whole attack thing. He's just versatile. He's so versatile. And if you have Aizen at B0 below B4, he's not doing that damage that you want him to do or that he's capable of. So am I crazy though? I got a lot of love for Kitsuke. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? I feel like I'm crazy for saying that, but that might be very true. I'm at the marinate on that one for a little bit. All right. So first, actually, before I even start the video, we're gonna go to Frenzy Feast and check to see if I can build a team with some like tertiary characters. I think we'll start with Slash because I think that's gonna be the easiest for me to compensate things with. Funnily enough, The issue I'm gonna have though, we'll reset all of this, and the issue I'm gonna have, let's speed duel it. That's fine. We can speed duel these, because I mean, yeah, you can dog walk those other ones. It doesn't matter. All right, confirm. So my secondary slash team is this one. I know he said he had Byakuya. The one that he probably or definitely doesn't have is Ichigo Bankai. Yadoichi is like the key to this team working in terms of like trying to get some extra damage up. I am tempted, very tempted to put, I cannot remember her name. Oh, she's spirit damage anyway. So that wouldn't work. Let me think on. I'm going to run this first, auto style, and see if I can get millions of damage out of this team. I'll go to the damage overview. But Yachiru is actually the key in this one, helping Bankai get a lot more damage. Plus, she works well with him because she does spectate where she drops out what she wants to do and then she dips. And Bankai likes to be on the field a lot. So, yeah, let's see how that goes. I don't know. He needs B4 to shine, but B2 is enough for him to function as a true tactic. If you want damage, you need at least B4. Yeah, the damage is at least B4, yeah. But I didn't know if B2, if you're using B0 Aizen versus B0 Kitsuke, I'm tempted to go Kitsuke because you can put him on any team. That's a very, very, I have to think on that one, but that's where my head is right now. That's what I would do. But Kitsuke is the only one that gets to stake that claim. Of the original 6. He's the only one that gets to stake that claim. So, anyway. How about Aizen, Kitsuke? That's what I'm saying. Aizen and Kitsuke, for the longest, as soon as I got Aizen, that's what I was running. As soon as I pressed to get him B4 because of that defense thing, but regardless of, then I put him with Kitsuke. And who was the other one I would run them with? Truth be told, a lot of times I would just run those two by themselves because the amount of attack that he's stacking on top of Aizen. Okay, cool. We're good to go. And then he was at B4 then, so it was just a mess. But, okay, so this got through it in 6,700 save record. I don't know how viable this is for others because of the Ichigo Bankai. That's the problem I have. Is that he is an older character, so he's not going to be as good of a character. I didn't get, it's pretty representative. I didn't get there, so let me see. We go through characters. I hope that drilling is not coming through the microphone. Be nice if we could sort these via, that's fine. Okay, there's not another, Shikai. Oh, I am so against investing in Shikai. I would rather you wait. Okay. Oh, I would rather you wait. But you know what? As opposed to investing in him, maybe I will do this. Oh, I got nothing on him too. That's messed up. I could at least do this. This is messed up. Ichigo, I'm sorry. It's messed up. Uh-oh. Ichigo, I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have disrespected you like that. Okay, so that's wild. Okay, all right. So there's that. Did I ever? Oh yeah, I already took it up 5 and everything. I just ignored everything else. If you put some good stamps on him, I'm wondering how limited this build should be. Because if you put some good stamps on him, he's at level 40 right now. I'm guessing his weapon is at level 1. Level 20. I can't believe I took it up that high. You get Shikai though, don't you? The debate I had, because I even started developing Renji. So this is what happens when they don't give us a tune to work with. Now I'm just wasting resources. But no, it's for a good cause. All right, so let's say We'll enhance this a little bit. It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna be so upset later when I don't have the resources I need. It's fine for now though. Plus, you get a couple of stamps for this, so it's fine. I'm making up all kinds of excuses for this BS I'm doing right now. I'll take him up to level 60, I guess. I don't know if I want to take him all the way up to 100 just yet. Oh, I have to raid for this. And I got the energy for it at the moment. All right. All right. Let's see that. Nope, disappear. Bet I'm gonna have to get some gold out here too, relatively soon. When did we get the last ticket? 80? Wait, is that the last one? Lame. We don't get one at like 70? Oh no, you do. You get one at 80. Okay. Ooh. Renji was the one I was working on. You know what? Let's leave Renji at level 60. Let's leave him at level 60. And then that'll be kind of like, that is where they are as characters. And then I could try to run them both in Frenzy. But then I'm also saying to you, like, although I'm taking a lot of them up to 100, don't waste too many resources on these guys. Do not. Do not. Do as I say, not as I do. And then we can take this into Frenzy Feast and see if, with some better stamps, I will put better stamps in them as well, but I think I'll just borrow from somebody. Yeah, and then you, same deal. We're going to run out of all this stuff, and I'm going to be very, like, in about a week, I'll be like, why did I do all that? What was I thinking? It's fine. It's fine. We got that one extra pill, right, from Bambii being delayed, so that makes up for everything, right? Anyway. Okay. She's supposed to be a new type, right? So I don't have to really worry about saving up on this thrust weapon stuff. I can burn through a little bit of it since we won't have a thrust character for a while, I assume, but who knows now. Their schedule is not, they have no pattern. They have absolutely no pattern. It is just, we do stuff and that's it. All right, so this is at 62. All right, so they're both at 60 stats wise, 1600 or 16,000, 15,000. I want to put him in better stamps. I might put him in some Ichigo dual Sangetsu stamps. I think that might be the route because I really, oh my God, what was this? What's this? Ooh, this is terrible. All right, let me take him off of dual Sangetsu. Oh, and that's who everybody has right now, actually. Let's go back. We'll do Shikai first. What did I do with his stamp? Okay, it's already up. Where's the... Nope, not Beast Tyrant. Where is Rising Moon, whatever, whatever. Rising Black Moon, there it is. I just saw it. You were just there, and now you disappear. All right, Rising Black Moon. This one slash crit, that's good. All right, so we'll equip that. I would panic about this, but it is Bankai versus Shikai. So look, he does not ultimate charge rate. I guess is fine on him. That part I genuinely don't know. I should probably double check. Crit rate, crit. Okay, so the ultimate charge rate doesn't matter for him really. All right, so he's at 23k. Let's see if I can do Frenzy Feast with Ichigo Shikai My score was what, 6,700 over here. We'll do level 4. It recommends 105. But what we're gonna do is run this is a bad idea, right? Nah, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Confirm. And then where are you? There he is. Deploy. Let's see what happens. No, I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen the movie yet. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers. I have not seen that movie yet. I have not seen it. And I won't even be able to go see it this weekend either. So, like, no, I can't do it. There's no time this week I'm going to be able to go do it. Okay, let's see what... Ooh, Shikai does no damage. No damage, bruh. No damage. It's not happening. I'm pretty sure if I take him up to level 100, it would do the damage. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure. He's trying, though. You saw his face. He was straining. He was going for it. Damn, this is gonna nope. Oh, and Shikai's dying too. He is getting eaten up. I mean, they did say level 105. They did say level 105. I'm wondering what would happen if I rewind this a bit or reset it a bit. I should have asked him. I think I did ask him what his power level was, because that would let me know a lot. Like, do I take him to levels? Yep, there goes Shikai. He's down, man, down. And then I have a support and a tactical character that are both designed to support others. He is doing nothing against Nemu. That is terrible. Are you insulting me? My deepest apologies. All right, anyway. Oh, look at Byakuya do nothing. All right. Dang. Dang, 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 dang. Small waste of resources. Let's reset. No locked characters. Oh, so I can go back up here. All right. Let's just see if he can punch above his weight class a little bit. Level 60. Does anyone know when the Frenzy, or remember when Frenzy Feast unlocks? Hold on, I'm not sure where that damage is coming from. That has to be coming from Byakuya's ultimate, right? It's not Shikai doing those large chunks. It's not. It can't be him doing those large chunks. That'd be insane. And truth be told, it might have been a better idea to put the ready to go stamps from Kenpachi on him. Does anybody have any idea? And I need to end it to see. Maybe it tells you in the instructions when the when this level unlocks, at what level you need to be. It looks like, though, with this setup, he might make it if he doesn't die first. Which, I mean, I guess he's at what, 40% health. But this might be more about Byakuya helping him out. He did some stuff there. Oh, he did stuff. If we're at 10, yeah, so we should be able to beat this. He did stuff. Okay. I don't know. He's in there. he's doing stuff. So he is punching above his weight class, but Byakuya is a big help there at level 100. Okay. And now I'm genuinely curious about him at level 100. He's about to die now, though. So then let's see if we completely stall out and freeze because we can't get past it now. We are at only 2 bars left. So Byakuya's carrying the damage here anyway, but. Hey, he did stuff. he was there. He was doing stuff. Okay. All right. Okay. Now the other was, I don't know if Renji would be the one, but it is what it is. Let me see. The way this one even fights, though, is going to be weird. Becoming a professional? No. I am having to cave and just accept that our robot overlords are going to be taken over soon. That's where that came from. Although I do love the thumbnails, I gotta be honest. As much as I like the first time it made a couple for me, I was like, oh no, oh, damn it. This is actually really cool though. And then I felt bad from that point on, but until I can afford to have a graphic design department. All right, with this one, the secondary team is what, Rangiku? Okay, fair. Deploy her. Tosin is available to people. Deploy. He's pretty strong, though. Let me see. Boundary. He has 1. Okay. Stamps are mediocre. Skills not fully upgraded. Weapon is going to be 100. I already know that. So he is at 42. Old buddy said he was only at 30K. And then what's the other side of thrust? Ikaku. I don't even think I have his. Yeah, I keep burning his weapon stamp, his core stamp, and not using it because I do not like Buddy. What level is he at? 17. Damn. All right. I'm so anti Ikaku. Because I made the mistake in the beginning, it's my fault, but he's paying for it. Plus he ain't that great. Let's see. See, this is where the combat pool gets shallow. I could use Gein's stamps on him. Or would it be better to use Ichigo's? Let's see. Increase element damage. Each time a debuff is triggered, the character's thrust damage is increased. It doesn't say specifically to. Okay, you know what? Let's use this one. I think I figured that out last time too, and I just keep rediscovering the same thing over and over again because I have the memory of a goldfish. All right, and this is the worst. I need to have a ailment. Oh yeah, I do. Okay. So he'll be our damage dealer in this scenario. Stats. He's at 25K. along the same lines as Shikai. Yeah, Shikai was 23. He's 25. All right. Let's see if I can make this work with Rangiku and Tosin, I guess. My Tosin is strong, though. My Tosin is strong. She's going to give increased thrust damage, like 37%, I think. Right? All right, let's see what she does. Let's see what she does, or what they do. They are really trying to fix whatever it is they're trying to fix right now. Damn it. And here I'm drilling. Wait, what? That's not him doing that, is that? What? Is that Renji doing that? Yo. Is that Renji doing that damage? Or is just Byakuya that weak? Dog! I mean, okay, yeah, Tosin, yeah. He's got that level, but damn. Yeah, so you guys can't hear the drill in the back? Awesome. That's been my day. And my yesterday. Oh, yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. We've been downgraded. Actually, it is professional because professionals have like construction in the back because they're always expanding and building. He was doing some damage for real at level 60 here. I'm actually very surprised by that. I'm wondering if that's a stamps thing and not a bruh. Seems like how it doesn't. You can take out the word seam. You could take out the word. You could take out the word seams. You could take that out fully. As a matter of fact, let me go back to the. Like I was tempted to turn down my mic, so y'all can't hear it, but then you can barely hear me, right? Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Okay. Well, let's see. If that's better and y'all can still hear me well enough, then I'll leave it like that, just so you don't have to deal with it. But I think that no matter what I turn it down to, it's gonna be a problem. All right, so that was there. We got legit damage out of a level 60. Is Byakuya that trash? We got like legit. Hold up. And then he also said spirit too. So we'll go back to that in a minute. No lock characters. I know, dog. I'm not trying to do this right now. Let's go back to Shikai and see if we can get him to. I'm one of them. If Shueisha's got no haters, that means I'm dead. I know. You love that company. You gonna go ahead and apply for a job there? Get your internship going? Just so you can walk in and just look at everybody in the other. I hate you. I hate you. I lied in that interview just so I could look at you every day in your eyes and tell you I hate you to your face. All right, so let's go ahead and do this real fast. I'm gonna take Bankai. When did they go on lunch break? Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get Bankai and put his stamps back before I forget from Shikai, and then I'm gonna take the stamps off of what's his face, Kenpachi, and put them on Shikai. It does not help that their icons are like exactly the same. Like exactly. All right, anyway. Benaki. Stockwa. Okay. Did I just say Stockwa? And then I said Benaki. So I'm saying Spanish and Italian. What the hell is wrong with me? Yeah, what the hell is wrong with me? Anyway. So now we're gonna take True Shikai. They don't get hungry or something? Like AI is not taking over your jobs yet. Just take a lunch break. Come on. All right. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna take these off of. This might just prove how important stamps are and how crap they are, and how crap the Black Rise is. And it's like right there. Anyway, uh, trash company. Are you sure that this is them? Because I don't. Okay, and I'm asking this legitimately. They said there's a delay from unexpected issues. I don't know that that is a content thing so much as a development bug programming thing. That's what they made. That when I read it, that's what it sounded like. So, are you telling me that the reason why Bambi's release is delayed is because of the company saying don't release it and telling them like the day before? Is that it? Because I'm still not going to Mirror's High. That game sucks, and you just want our money. You're not even trying to make a good game. So, like, is that the reason why? I think that's all of them, right? Okay. So let's try. Wait. For a fact, they can't address those issues, or else Shueisha will make it worse for them. And you don't think it? But they said that it was a development issue. Or okay, hold up, because the way they made it sound is like they tried to put it into play. Um, Due to unexpected circumstances, the new limited finesse SSR blah, 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 originally scheduled to be launched will be delayed. We are working to resolve this and will update all Substitute Soul Reapers on the new launch date as soon as possible. We sincerely apologize, Substitute Soul Reaper support, blah, blah, blah. And for any inconvenience, compensate, we will prioritize the issues regarding Bambii to ensure a swift release. Once the release date is confirmed, we will notify everyone immediately through official channels. Why would they admit it's Shueisha? It's already bad enough as it is. They don't. No, I get that, but I'm thinking that they were talking about that this is they're introducing a new type, and it's going to change some things in the background of the game. And there was something unexpected when they tried to go live on the server, when they were talking about going live on the servers. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was like a copyright trademark thing, because I would even say, like they did with Aizen and Geen and switching that all up, that they would have done it. Yeah, unexpected circumstances with development. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like it's when you try to implement something from your test server over into your whatever server, your live server, and you're getting ready to like say, all right, we're gonna pause. Here's the maintenance. We're uploading everything. Blah blah blah. Not giving any details because I don't know them. Then it's, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I thought it was. I immediately thought tech issue. I did not think, especially since they had all those tech issues with the North American server. I immediately thought tech issue. I did not think that it was like a copyright trademark issue, because even when they had those issues, they were out before, sooner. They knew more ahead of time. Anyway, I don't know. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Maybe you're right. I guess they could have said unexpected technical issues instead of unexpected circumstances. Maybe that's it. But then if they thought it was gonna last for some time, or that it was just gonna be changing a release date, I don't know the compensation. Okay, I don't know. Plus, that doesn't explain why they didn't release the events. Like there were some events that were like centered around her release, and there were some that were centered around other stuff. I don't know. But we have none of the events. I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, because I put the stuff on the wrong character. Or at least I thought I did. No, I didn't. I put them on Shikai, right? And I want to test him with this so that we can see if he's actually viable at all. As I try to, yeah, okay, so these are on the right character now. So let's go into the Frenzy Feast and see if this gives any better results. See if this gives any better results. See, now you got me curious. Now I don't know. Cause I didn't even think twice. I was like, okay, that's what it is. Did not even think twice. Now with what you said, I'm kind of like, really? Like the day before though? Like they have those issues, but those issues were always like long going, like out there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And they know their game Mirror's High isn't going to do anything. Nobody wants it. Okay, with these stamps, Shikai. Okay, at first it looked like he was doing a lot more damage. Maybe it was, maybe it was actually Yachiru who was doing it. Yachiru doing that stuff. Shows you how much stamps matter. Now I'm curious if that is them. I want to know what the issue is now. I did not. I just thought it was a tech thing. 2-3 days it'd be up. And if it was one of those like, if they're bringing up an issue, this isn't like a. If their issue was, for example, you're releasing this character that we're about to release to, whatever the hell that might be. That's not a we're gonna resolve this in a couple days issue. So then wouldn't the compensation be much bigger to get us to stick around? The compensation that they gave us makes it look like it's only gonna be like honestly I thought it was gonna be like a day. Because I just did the complaining about like the compensation not being that great. Okay. So first of all, Black Rising Moon stamps suck. Damn, and there's no way to know either. I want to be nosy. Somebody do me a favor. I can't do this on the system I'm on right now because I'm running from Linux, right? Somebody needs to get on, not ChatGPT, Perplexity, and see if they can ask the question that goes, um, can you please find any stories or any news related to Shueisha and the developers of Bleach Soul Resonance that may be causing delays in the release of the character Bambii. Ask it like that, and then ask for the news, and then ask for potential updates and news and how they could be linked. Because the question that I'm asking is, has Mirror's High said that they're releasing a character? A lower score cannot be saved. Okay. I'm wondering if they have those issues because like one is getting released here and then one's being released there. That's the only thing I could think that would be the problem. Otherwise, they would just say don't release any character. I don't know. My first sniff of it was tech, but I can't, like you said, I can't rule anything out given the history. Okay, so now the other thing that he said was, and this is going to be basically impossible for me to test, at least in any way that he has. He doesn't have Creepy Dude, and he's running both Ulkyotos, which I think I was doing at some point. But I can't test this on the first level because it won't be. No events, no Mayuri, nothing to keep us occupied while the delay of Bambii is going shows. No, I think that's the opposite. If it was just Bambii not coming out, the events would have come out. You see what I'm saying? Like Mayuri would be rerun and Bambii would and the events would be out. Except for the like what is it, Edge revealed event that they have. I think the other ones would be released. The fact that those other ones aren't released makes me think it's a tech problem. Because they can have a problem with Bambii being released. Are they having a problem with just the game staying alive? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. It's a completely different thing. I'm gonna put Rukia in here, even though he says he has eyes and he does not have a B6 eyes. And let's see how much damage they do. He's the strongest, clearly, but what? Nobody's gonna have Toshihiro. All right, let's see how that goes. That's what I meant when I said at first, like when you check the events, when you check if Nell stayed and if Mayuri, like if Mayuri came in and Nell was gone, Nell is gone. They could have just kept her up. If it was like, hey, this is an issue we're having, we're just gonna run her longer. They could have given us more compensation because this kind of stuff doesn't get resolved in 2 or 3 days. It's not the opposite though, because no one has the power to stop events besides Shueisha and the devs themselves, and the devs would never let us go days without. No, but that's my point. It is because the reward is not generous, and because nothing released, and they're introducing a new type. I think, what's up, Sky Blue? I think that the issue is a coding problem. You see what I'm saying? Like, it is, something messed up with putting in Bambii in this new type. We need to not do anything until we figure out that issue. They can't, I don't know if they can or can't, I'm just saying. So, for example, they can't release it in pieces. They have to put it all out together. I don't know. Okay, Renz thinks it's them too. I guess I just don't see it. I don't see where it makes sense for them to stop everything. I see where it makes sense for them to stop Bambii. I see that. I don't see where any of the events being stopped makes a difference. That's my question. But hey, as a matter of fact, I told y'all to do it, but I don't think anybody's going to. Let me check something right fast. We're gonna try to use my KYC skills. Yeah, no, that's the thing. They can't easily bring that back. If you have something already loaded up, and then it's the day of, and then nothing goes right, it's not you know what? Let's just grab this code real quick and dump it into the game. Like that takes prep. And if their main priority is to resolve the issue, prepping up old events because of if it's a coding issue doesn't work. Does that make sense? Like it's a complete just stop. So you can't just say like, hey, we got old events, just rerun this one. You can, but you got to give your development team a little bit of leeway ahead time, like a little bit of knowledge ahead of time so they can put it in properly, or else you're going to run into more problems. You didn't even do that meaning issue. You're blocking it. Everything. Yeah, I don't know. Hold up. Because I know I told y'all to do this, but I'm going to go ahead and use my KYC skills and see if I can find something. This feels... I don't know. This feels like I'm cheating what the criteria was for doing this. Let's go. All right, so let's see. We're going to go ahead and check this out. Because my first question is, how long has Mirror's High been out? If it goes on for a week, you're right. I'm saying like the idea to me is that because it's only like the compensation is so little. Like it sounds like they just have a minor thing that they need to do. Even if it is like a Shueisha thing and it's like, yo, you didn't sign this document and now somebody's in trouble because they didn't sign the right document. Even if it is something like that, it's like, how do I put it? The compensation made it sound like, and the way they put it out there made it sound like the release date is going to be, if not later today, tomorrow, no later than the end of the week. If this is a like actual trademark legal issue thing, then that can last for a minute. They can just be like, don't release it. Why? Because what? Because we said don't. And then they would be like, hey, here's 100 limited gotcha tickets because we don't know when we can release a new character. That's what I mean. Wait. Mirror's High isn't even out yet? When does Mirror's High get released? By the way, boo Mirror's High. Boycott. And for what we understand, it's some money grabbing and it's not fun. Okay, so save this record and go into the next one. I don't know how fair this comparison is, though. I mean, Rukia is doing her thing and she's healing as well. Actually, Rukia is doing 5 seconds in. She does 2.6 million in damage. She's doing half the damage she does in like 1/6 the time. Word? Okay. Word? Okay. Okay, so what's the name of the development team? Hakeem, you know this. What's the name of the development team for Bleach Soul Resonance? Shueisha. Damn it, this is an American keyboard. Is a are they um I'm surprised Ruki is doing that much damage. All right, let's see. See what we come up with. All right, I think Mirror's High is only good because it happens after the Thousand Years Blood War. Sounds boring. It's a card battle game. I can't even believe. And I've been trademark announcements around. Okay, Mirror's High project. Check trademarks. Okay, so this is what it's about to do now. All right. What is BBS? I've never heard of BBS. How many Bleach games are coming out now? They're really trying to take advantage of this whole like Thousand Years Blood War thing. Dove sai? Okay. License rights, blah, blah, blah. Price that should granted. Viz Media, the television, blah, blah. Bandai announced Mirror High. Mobile game for iOS and Android. Blah, 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 blah. With a closed beta and an original story after Thousand Years Blood War. Okay. Gotcha. That official release credits the game with Type Kubo and Shueisha, TV Tokyo, Ditsu, blah, 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 involved in the kickoff meeting of the title. Japanese coverage also describes the Bandai Namco smartphone game project. Okay. With the site calling it officially authorized action RPG. Okay. So the most rating is a key rights holder. Mirror is officially licensed and publicly announced, and the Roblox story remains a rumor unless you can point to a specific primary source or reporting in Japanese or Chinese that explicitly says that. Okay. I'm gonna have to investigate it like on a real level. Because right now what it's saying is like there's nothing that's officially coming out or nothing that you can find that's like a credited source that says like there's this roadblock. Like no news articles, no whatever. So I need to figure out. I need to actually do like a deeper dive. This was a quick search. I need to actually check it. Mirror's High is trash. Dang. Bleach Brave Souls is already out and then it's already on 11 years in. Oh, cool. That's a mobile game? Never heard of it. Have I never heard it? I don't think I've ever heard of it. But it's a chibi game, so I don't like playing it. Mirror's Eye is trash. It's said to be released around October, November. If you get used, it's good. If you get used to it, it's good. Okay. They want to stomp on 1 anniversary on purpose. But the 1 anniversary is still, I mean, they probably do. Not even that. You know what's stupid? Okay. Okay. And maybe this is how I think. I'm going to use your anniversary to piggyback my game, which means I'm not stomping on yours, but I'm going to use it. You're having a 1-year anniversary and a new game is coming out. Like, I'm going to use it. Just like it would be stupid. It's kind of stupid that they're not releasing the Mirror's High game now. There must be issues. Which then leads me further down the path of whatever's happening now doesn't sound like it's an issue with the trademark holder. Because I'm thinking Mirror's High is out now and that they're actively like doing things to try to like prevent it from doing well. But it's not out now. It's not coming out for another 3 months. So them stomping on anything now would actually be like, wouldn't make sense strategically. If they're going to stomp out something, they're going to do it in October. Because the idea would be, this is the cutthroat side. Your game is going fine, it's going fine, it's going fine. 1-year anniversary. Uh-oh. We want you to stop doing this. Delay that for a week. People, death nail in a game is when they can't release new stuff, whatever. And then while they're upset because they can't do it, they're going to turn to another Bleach game, potentially. That would be the thought process. So like doing that now just does nothing but stifle movement of this game without any benefit to their new game. Does that make sense? I'm going to try to get my Yuri when he comes back since he is the recommended third seed for the... Oh, 100% you need to. Oh, yeah, you need to. And actually, we were just getting into... I was trying to be fair about building a team. Even Saber, he was the one who actually sent the comment, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Where I was going to try to go ahead and do a video of saying like, hey, this is what I'm going to try to do. The problem I'm having right now is that I'm trying to build a team that is like more representative of where your level is. Can you tell me what your power level is right now? Actually, your player level? So that way it's not just, hey, use these characters. All of them are level 100. So, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't really help that much. It's a mobile game, but you can play it on PC as well. Maybe I need to look at that. I'm assuming there are delays, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. The rumors are fun to talk about, but I don't know. I'm convinced that it is more of a tech issue than a copyright trademark issue. This late. Like she's supposed to be released today. This issue came up day before yesterday. I think it was when we got the first announcement of it. Yesterday, day before yesterday. So yeah. All right. So y'all keep talking about that. I'm gonna try to do a video about like team building. Um, the problem, and you know what? Let me just go ahead and record it. Let me go ahead and record it because the problem is that I have a drill in the background. That's the main problem. The problem is that my roster is a little bit deeper than what's gonna happen if you have teams at 30K. All right, so let me go ahead and do this. Coming in 3, 2. So, Even Saber, shout out. He's even in the stream right now. Do you need max boundaries to do millions of damage because my power levels are in 30Ks and I'm only doing hundreds of thousands of damage? I'm going to say no, you don't need multiple boundaries. However, you are going to need to build your set stamps right. You are going to have to set up your team right. There's going to be some things to go into it. So let's get to the video. All right. Okay, so we'll just try to go through it step by step. Let's do that. Sorry, I was playing Go, and a friend of mine, well, y'all don't care about that. Anyway, so coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Grab here, and this is a Bleach Soul Resonance video. In this video, there's drilling. Can you hear it? Because my neighbors are renovating their kitchen, I think. Something in their house, apartment. And I get to live like this for the last week and a half. They're really nice people. I don't like them, right? They're so nice. They are super nice, super sweet, super neighborly. They have a really cute dog. I can't stand them right now. All right, anyway, so what I'm trying to do here is basically, Even Saber was asking about building a team that would work in Frenzied Feast. Now, he's a free-to-play player, and the first issue is free-to-play, beginner, you're not going for a lot of boundaries. I can say that a lot of my characters do not have multiple boundaries, okay? The one exception that I could say, hey, this is the exception you need to look for to go get the multiple boundaries for, if you can, like, choose, which you can't, but is from the original 6, Kitsuke. Kitsuke is the most useful and most versatile character in the game. Fight me. Like, there's better characters, but in terms of versatility, especially in the very beginning, I looked up and pulled him like 3 times and was so upset, and now I do not know why I was upset. This was, I think it was 2 times. Maybe it was 2 times. Oh, no, it was 3 times, and I got an extra one. So, like, Kitsuke, one of the original 6, the best original 6, that still hangs with, like, the limited tunes that coming out now, okay? Still incredible. With my tactical characters, I do try to pull multiple to have their boundaries unlocked, but a lot of my DPS, Toshihiro doesn't count, because Toshihiro came, I think I got 1 boundary on him, yeah, from a special event that we had for like the half anniversary. Mayuri, boundary 1 with thrust. Dual Sangetsu, 1. Pantera. He's an original 6. As you're pulling for those gacha tickets, which, by the way, there are ways to go get those. Check out my beginner's guide on how to get some more of those actual regular pull tickets, so that way you can farm for these characters. Bankai, you don't even want him to be duped. You don't need him. Ulquiorra, I don't have boundary on. See, a lot of these characters, I don't even... Oh, Gin, I think that was from an event, too. Kenpachi, I wish I had multiple boundaries on him. He's my favorite character. Also, original 6 member, it's going to happen. The original 6 are going to have it. And then I get down here to my SR pluses, where we got these boundaries from events. And then Rangiku, just to be completely transparent, she has B6. Rukia has B6. Yaturu has B6. This is coming from pulling in those regular pulls and stacking up. So the SRs that I'm going to use, a lot of them do have multiple boundaries, just to be completely like transparent about that as I'm going into this team building. Now, I say that to also say I'm going to use a lot of these SRs in this to display something. They're not going to be above 30K because I don't even think that's possible. Honestly, they're not going to be above 30K. And additionally, they're going to be easier to get those boundaries on as you're pulling because you're going to get a lot more of those than you are of the SSRs, right? So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to build a team centered around, let's say thrust first, right? Now, again, take the concept. You see that I did this here. Take the concept over the actual like characters themselves. I have Tosin in here. He is at 42K. Tosin is very good. Is he great? No. Kitsuke is the only one from that original 6 side of things where you should be really investing in a lot. Renji I put at level 60, and then Rangiku I do have at level 100. Renji I kind of want to take up to level 100, but for the purpose of this exercise, what I did was I took him level 60. I leveled up his weapon to level 60 to just kind of balance out how much power I do have. And then on top of it, his boundaries all the way up to level 6, his stamps. I took Gein's stamps because, and this is where it's like, hey, you got to pay attention to what you're adding to your characters as you're going through it. I put Gein's stamps on because down here, increase ailment damage by 50%. Each time a debuff or each time a debuff on an enemy is triggered, the character's thrust damage is increased by 1.5% for 10 seconds. Stacks up to 10 times, that's giving me 10% or 15% increased thrust damage. Upon reaching 10 stacks, technique and ultimate damage are increased by 25% and 25% respectively, okay? So this makes him a lot stronger if you couldn't tell. Additionally, just full disclosure, 5x on the core stamp. This is when you're going through pulling stuff from the stamp corridor. You're going to get there eventually. You're going to get these 5Xs. But just keep... There's nothing... And as a matter of fact... I'm tempted to put this on there just for the experiment. But you're going to get these. They're going to come along. So just keep stacking them up. It doesn't really cost to like ascend these really. Well, it does cost to level them up, but to ascend them just to get them up to this next ascension level, go ahead and do it. It's not a problem. Anyway, but be careful when it comes to the leveling and using all the resources. Would I necessarily recommend Renji here? If you have True Shikai, which Even Saber does, and I do, no. Put the investment, especially for the thrust team, into True Shikai. But for the purposes of this, I'm trying to balance up the team so it's just not going to dog walk everything. All right, so there's the team that we're using now. I'm going into the first level. I'm going to come back with the damage. I'll be right back. Okay. Why would they stomp BSR out completely? Now, if they weaken BSR now, they take BSR down completely on their own. Really? No. But then the people who would be looking for a Bleach game would just go to another Bleach game instead of like going to theirs. You stomp it out when your game comes out. So then when people go look for a new game, yours is there. It's the same concept behind when I was doing DC Worlds Collide content, and I'd already done like DC Legends. I recorded like 30 videos before I even released one publicly. And that's because if you find one of my videos and you like it, I need you to fall down the rabbit hole of looking at more of my videos and more of my content. I need to have all these character guides up. I need to have all these things ready, because if I give you one video and say, hey, next one coming out in a week, you will disappear. You'll never be seen again. But if I give you 2, 3, 4 valuable videos that you like, then I'll get a subscribe. Most people, most of the time, unless it's just great content, most people are not going to subscribe based off one video. They're going to fall into a little bit of a rabbit hole, be like, okay, this is the person I can rock with. Okay, cool. And then they go for it from there. If I'm playing Bleach Soul Resonance and I really like the game and then the game shuts down, I'm probably going to go look for another Bleach game if I'm really, really a big Bleach fan. All right, anyway. So, 3, 2. All right, so I did do decent damage here. Now, mind you, this was at level 90. These two characters are at 100. He is at level 60, so I'm trying to balance it out. A lot of the damage did come from Tosin, unfortunately. There was one setup where he was doing a lot, but I think Tosin was doing the majority of the damage here. One thing that I kind of want to try now, rewinding it back, is to take Tosin out. Now I did put Tosin in because he is an original six character. You can get him, you can invest in him. But now I'm wondering what would happen if I did take him out and put in a different character that is not as strong. Let's see if we can figure this out. Nope. Come over here. Or can I weaken Tosin? $25. All right. So we'll run this again. Okay, 3, 2. All right, to give it a little bit more of an even matchup. I have Tosin in here, but it should not say this. What I just did was I removed Tosin's core stamp, right? It's a 5x core stamp. I removed it, so now his power level is down to 25k. Now what's gonna hopefully happen, which I'm not even sure as we try this right now. Now I'm nervous to see if it's really gonna work. He's gonna boost thrust damage by 30%. He's not gonna do nearly as much damage because he doesn't have his core stamp. She's boosting thrust damage by 37% if I'm not mistaken. Rangiku is a character that was given to us basically when Gin came out because there was an issue and a delay there with Gin. I'm saying that to Hakeem more than I'm saying that to you, the viewer. But she right now has her core stamp. She has full boundaries, all that jazz, right? Now let's go ahead, pop in, and see what they do. Be right back. But yeah, so remove the core stamp might be the best way to get along so we can see what actually happens. And I'm wondering if Renji's still doing the damn thing. I don't know if we're gonna beat it, but it looked good while he was doing it. How long did it take me to beat it the first time? When I left the core stamp on Tosin? The question here would be, can I be down to level 5 by the time it gets to 215? Renji's doing it, man. I think we got him, actually. I think we got him. Now, you were asking if you could do millions in damage. I think the damage overview is going to be millions. I think the damage overview is going to end up being millions. Actually, we are... Renji's handling business, man. Renji's doing it. What's going on, Renji? At level 60. At level 60, Renji's doing it, man. Or at least it looked like he was. Alright, so coming in, Renji, once I remove the core stamp, Renji still made up for the damage. 3 million, and then 3 million on Tosin. With Renji being out there slightly long, but that's fine. He's a full assault. And then she just contributed those additional buffs. Oh, wait. Let me see. So overall damage was 6.7 million. Hopefully that's helpful to get you where you need to go. I think what I want to do is to run this one more time at a higher level, because that was at level 90. We'll speed run this one, and then we'll put them at level 100. Now, mind you, Renji's at level 60. He's punching way up right now. Tosin's at 100 and Rangiku's at 100. So let's see what happens. Be right back. Let's see what happens here. This is the fun stuff to me. I don't know. The like little research, the things that I don't know are gonna work or not. They handled Buddy in the first one. Renji, I'm gonna need you to get closer to him. That far away doesn't help us, buddy. That far away does not help us. All right. Okay, so I'm about to make this into a YouTube video. I think I'm gonna try the thrust thing real quick, and then we'll go ahead and try to make a quick YouTube video out of this. I do not know that I could get past level 5 of this with Renji being at only level 60. I mean, if they get through all of this in like a minute and a half, then why not? But right now it's looking like I don't know if they're gonna get through it all. I will also say this too: the debuffs and the boost of the ailment damage is probably doing a lot of work. What are some limited time SSRs I should go for once they come back? Okay, Mayuri's coming through. Him 100%. You already have Nell and you already have True Shikai. Mayuri's your next priority. And then they're gonna have that new one, Bambii. Aizen is good, but I think you said you had Aizen already. Aizen, yes. Creepy dude, as much as I don't like him, he does help set things off for the Spirit team. Truth be told, any of the tactical characters. So, White Sangetsu or White Ichigo, him 100%. He's the best damage dealer in Slash right now. Yo, are we really doing this? All right. And then Soifon, of course, for the tactical side of it. Is she the best tactical in the game? No, but she does help a lot. She's like kind of key to that team. Truth be told, the strike team is just down all over. Because I don't say is Pantera the best, and you can't say that because it's just strike team is just down. That's all that boils down to. Okay. So they knocked down our boy Renji. Tosin is still holding his own for a bit. But like I said, you have Nell already, so don't using Tosin. Honestly, this was just me trying to balance things out. The way I'm looking at it now, though, I'm wondering if it would be better for me to use the newer characters, Nell and True Shikai, and just remove their core stamp to make them weaker. Yo, we won. With how much time left to spare? Okay, it was 240, so nah. Damage goes to... He did a lot of the damage there. Save record. So if you have your I wonder what True Shikai looks like without his core stamp. I have him at 44k. He has a 5x core stamp, right? Remove. That's below 30k. I'll try BBS. Someone already mentioned that. I'll try that one of these days. I didn't even know it was a thing. I didn't know it existed, to be real. All right, so I'm tempted to try with this Shikai, with this True Shikai, and then go over here to Nell. Nice to know that removing these core stamps actually would make them weaker and less like efficient. So that way I can kind of help beginners say like, hey, look, this is what you would still look for. These two, my Yuri is the big guy that has to go there, but I think I'm going to run Rangiku with them. All right. So. Okay. Let's see. So, speed duel. All right, so here. This is being ambitious. This is being ambitious. Use them. And then we'll take Mayuri out, and then we will put in Rangiku. All about the same level. Let's see. God Grimjaw and God Ulquiorra banner will end. Okay. Oh. Ouch. Oh my goodness. There's something for your neck. All right. That was almost as bad as the drill. All right, let's see. Let's see. True Shikai at below 30K. And, yo. What am I missing? Oh, hold up. Yeah, it's just smarter if I do it this way. Yo. That was not far off. I think that's still maxed out. Right? I think that's still max level. Huh. Oh. That was a lot more damage than I expected. Like a lot more. All right, so I guess we'll ride with those several options, and then we'll go here. Check this out. All right, so this one I put in the Kenpachi stamps. And then, yeah, Byakuya because, yeah, that's who he has. Unfortunately, refrain from leveling him up to 100 if you're free to play. Let's see what this does. Yachiru is going to carry this damage, I think. But Yachiru is going to carry Byakuya's damage on the character. That's the thing. And Shikai, regular old Shikai, not true Shikai, is going to die. I think he's already at below 75% health. Oh, it's gonna suck for him. All right. All right. That's fine. All right. Yep, there goes Shikai falling. And then he just got kicked out. I will say this though, Mayuri, to try to beat him is very, very difficult. It is very difficult to beat him. Just straight up. I ran into trouble with him in Endless Trial Tower now, like a month ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't know who has Mayuri as their favorite character on that development team, but somebody loves him. And also, wondering if putting in Kitsuke without his weapon stamp would probably win this. But then I would want to take out, another thing that's probably ridiculous is that I would probably take out Byakuya in favor of Yachiru and put in Kitsuke. That's dumb because then I don't have a battlefield skill. That's very dumb. That is very, very dumb. He is really doing nothing. He really sucks. Oh, he really, really sucks. All right, so then we'll do this with Ichigo. Or, yeah, white Ichigo. We're going to take you away. White Ichigo. We're going to go to you. Stamp. Remove core stamp. Also 5x. I'm gonna like forget that I did this and later on go to play this game and just keep dying and be like, man, this game's what? Why? Yeah, because I'm doing this stuff. All right, he's still gonna die fast though. All right, let's see. Yeah, already off rip. He threw out one punch and took off half the health bar. Already off rip. Oh man, Byakuya sucks so bad. Oh, he's so bad. Okay. Damn. So what my best advice is to get a character from a limited banner that's not running right now. They eating him up too. Oh, Ichigo White is eating him up. True Shikai in there in the end just to get some camera time. Man. Jeez. Okay, well, that goes to prove that the original 6 suck. And then this one, dump truck level 4. All right. Okay, so let me actually press the record button this time and then try to get this done. Okay. I'm still hesitant to do it, but all right. So, start recording. Yo. All right, so that's good. All right. Coming in 3, 2. Do you need max boundaries to do millions of damage? Because my power levels are in the 30Ks and I'm only doing hundreds of thousands. Well, no, you don't. You don't need to take max boundaries. I am a low spender, not free to play, as Even Saber is. And I do not, on most of my characters, I don't have multiple boundaries. It is a lot more about the set stamps, the core stamps, and how you build your team. Let's get to the video. All right. Okay, so coming back in 3, 2. Hi guys, I'm Grab here, and this is a Bleach Soul Resonance video. In this video, I am going through Frenzy Feast with characters that, and I'll be frank, I try to make them weaker than what I actually have them by removing their core stamps. I'm still gonna have to give you some details on like what their weapon stamps do, or not even just that, but still kind of advise you that hey, they're still level 100. They do have their weapon stamps, so they are stronger. I have tried to build weaker teams just so you can see like the thought process behind it. So getting certain characters, yeah, I'm giving you advice on certain characters to get, but at the same time, also be aware of what, like how strong these characters are that you're seeing. So if you're not beating it in like 15 seconds, which they don't happen here, then it's not you. It can't just be your power level. You just gotta wait and build your way up. In any case, so when it comes to this one, Thrust, we're not really focused on Byakuya. What I did here was, let's go ahead and reset this all the way through. We'll go down to level 3, right? So I had a certain combination of things here. Now my Ichigo right now, what I've done is I've removed his core stamp. You can look at him, the Dual Sangetsu. So I've removed his core stamp to try to reduce his power down to 27k. He does not have any boundaries, and his weapon is up to 100 with a weapon stamp that is attached to it. And I do have good set stamps on him. Now, one bit of advice that I will give as you're building them, a good set stamp is a good set stamp. If you have an SSR, if you have Dual Sangetsu, if you have Nell, which even Saber does, if you have Aizen and you're pulling for their set stamps, go ahead and if they're like this one's a really good one, attack, crit damage, element damage, and crit rate, go ahead and take it up 6-star, right? That is going to, the set stamps and the core stamps give you such a power boost that it is nuts. Anyway, so that is what I did. Hey, back up, clock. So that's what I did with my Dual Sangetsu. I have Rangiku here, which she is an SSR. She does have all of the boundaries. She's an SR, sorry. We got her from an event with Gin, but I think she's still available in the regular pool of characters for her to be pulled. So she shouldn't be that hard for you to get a hold of. Nell is an SSR limited that came out with Dual Sangetsu. I hoped you pull for her when she was available. I did remove her core stamp to put her at 28k. However, at the same time, a not bad option that is available or can be available is Tosin. Tosin and Kitsuke. Kitsuke is the only, like, he is a viable option no matter where you go in the game and how deep you go into the game. He is still a viable option. Tosin, not so much. However, he's not a slouch. If you don't have Nell and no future prospects of getting her anytime soon, putting some resources into Tosin is not necessarily a bad idea. So we're going to take this team in to this. Be right back. What time is it now? That looks unfair, to be honest with you. That looks very unfair, to be honest with you. Okay, so coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so I was putting up just saying like, oh yo, this looks unfair. Dual Sangetsu is eating this man alive. I don't like Byakuya anyway, so good, eat him alive. But he is eating him up. Okay, so then we save that record, right? But what we can do is there was another character that I was using before that was doing far better than I expected. So we'll go ahead and reset this. Confirm. Speed duel. We're down to level 3. Confirm. And I'm going to take out Ichigo and I'm going to put in Renji at level 60. Trying to be sure not to give him too much of an advantage here. When you look at Renji, I've taken his weapon up to level 60. I do have his core stamp 5x. I do have him in Gin stamps. This is where stamps do matter. These are old Gin stamps, or actually, yeah, these are the old Gin stamps that I had. The stamps I had on Gin, I put on him very quickly. But the reason why I put them on him is because he is a thrust damage dealer. Increased ailment damage, 50%. Each time a debuff on an enemy is triggered, the character's thrust damage is increased by 1.5% for 10 seconds, stack up to 10 times. The reason why that's important is that it says the characters. It doesn't say Gin, it doesn't say a specific debuff. It refers to the character, meaning any of them. And then it also gives an increase in technique and increase in damage by 25%. Okay, so that's why I put those on Renji. Get through your set stamps and figure out what is best for you. So we're gonna run this real fast. Be right back. But Ichigo was the better option. Hopefully you got him. He's a monster. We're gonna try this with Renji. Be right back. Hey, come on, Renji. Don't embarrass me in front of my friends. Come on, what are you doing? Chop chop, bro. Come on, Renji. You were just doing it not a minute ago. Come on. But I think we do got it. If we get it down to what? 10 at 130. He's doing some damage right there, though, too. That's where those set stamps came in. Adding that extra damage because of the debuffs, the ailment damage being triggered. And this is the annoying part of Byakuya. Oh, buddy. Hey. Hey, stop hitting him from the side like that. Let him get in there and get some action going. Byakuya. Can't stand you, buddy. Can't stand you. Step 2 and fight. Step 2 and fight. What are you doing? Alright, well then Renji's out, so now Tosin has to take care of the rest of it. Forgot how annoying this character is. Forgot how obnoxious this character is. Trying to face him. Alright, Tosin, let's go. Actually, and the other thing I'm wondering right now is would it be better to put Tosin in Geen stamps? Just so he gets that increased damage as he's going through. Even though he's tactical. Solo, SDB, Kenny, Soifon, Grimjow, White, Ulquiorra, Mayuri, Aizen, Creepy Dude. I would. Are you saying that in Amila? Are you saying that in that order? Is that the order you would say, or are you just naming the characters? Because maybe that's the better thing to do is like the order to order. Not that you didn't, but I didn't. Like order them and say like, no, these are the ones you should go for. These are the ones you should wait on. Tosin, do we need your core stamp in there? But I wait. Do I have a 1x core stamp for a Tosin? I don't think so. It says victory. That doesn't feel like we won anything. Save record. That does not feel like we won anything. It says victory though. Hold up. If you can put one core stamp, but if it's 5x, then that's just not. Beginners are not going to have that. Yeah, it's a 5x core stamp. That's going to take his power level up way too high. Or do we already have him in Geen stamps? Okay, so then his damage is increased. No, we're not doing that now. Alright, so then the next test is... We've already done this with Dual Sangetsu, right? I'm tempted to try this with Nell. Because Nell is going to increase that ailment damage by 60. She does not have her core stamp. Let's see. Let's see. I thought Tosin would have had it. But Nell, Renji, and Rangiku might get it. In fact, I'm pretty sure they will, just because the difference between the limited and the standard banner. She's already eaten one of his health bars. And Renji does do a good amount of damage when he has that ailment damage boost as well. I'm not gonna put my Yuri in for this though, because he's too strong of a support. But my Yuri is definitely worth it for the thrusting. But he's just too strong of a support in the beginning, or for putting him in this team. Hey, Nell, go ahead and hit that ultimate for me, please, if you don't mind. Love that right now. He's getting those hits on. Hurry up and get those hits down. Oh, no. Get him. All right, there we go. Broke through. And Rangiku was doing the damn thing for a minute. She was doing the damn thing for a minute. Okay. Oh, oops. All right. I think the drillers were on their lunch break. I shouldn't have said that because then they'll start drilling immediately. All right. There you go, Rangiku. Hit him up. Now get up. Oh, he's annoying. Oh, he's so annoying. He's so damn annoying. All right, coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so the end of the story is I went ahead and ran this with Tosin. I did it without his core stamp. If I had his core stamp on, I would have beaten it. But I did not want to put a 5x core stamp on him, and I think having a 1x core stamp might have been enough. I did run it with Nell without her core stamp, which does go to show, like, hey, those limited characters are gonna be better. But I think you guys would have figured that out already. But Nell without the core stamp, having her run at below 30k, did get us through that, okay? With Renji at level 60 and with Rangiku at level 100. So he did do a, I won't say a good amount of damage. It looked cool when he was doing it though. Anyway, so now backing out, we're going to go into the Slash team. Now, here's the thing with the Slash team. Yo, here's the thing. If you don't have Kitsuke, which I think I've already said, and I will be saying 100 times, Kitsuke is the best SSR, the best original 6 SSR there is in the game, just because he gives you 60% added attack and it goes on any type. It's not just for Slash. So he's going to outdo whatever Yachiru is going to do. However, I did put in Yachiru because she does give, I think it's 18 or 32% increased slash damage. She does have some buffs to slash damage and to crit damage. So Yachiru as an SR is a pretty good substitute for Kitsuke if you still haven't pulled him yet. I put her up to level 100, but you don't necessarily need to do that. Just level her up, have her on your slash team until you get to the level of where, or until you get to the point of where you have Kitsuke, right? White Sun Getsu, I almost don't want to put him in here because he is an absolute monster. As you can tell, I removed his core stamp. It is 5x. If I put that on him, then this would just be a laugher. And as it stands right now, it is. This is just regular old Shikai, not true Shikai, false Shikai, lying Shikai. I don't know, this Shikai. Shikai Ichigo here is an SR. Previously, I had Bankai to run with Yachiru. You won't be getting Bankai, and if you do, that's because he's been moved to like the original regular pool of characters, which honestly should happen. He does not need to be another limited banner. But in the meantime, in the interim, I have this Shikai running at level 60 very easily. She's going to boost the slash damage. He's going to do all the damage. He's kind of there, to be real. This tactical character is incredible. Then we're going to try to run something a little bit different. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, he's just too... Actually, actually completely misread that. All right. I think yeah, this is all a white Ichigo situation. Like Shikai's gonna do some stuff, but you'll see the difference once he hops in. Yeah. No core stamp. Alright, coming back in. Three, two. It is laughable. Trying to weaken white Ichigo just so I could have something representative to be like, hey guys, he's not as strong. He's at 28k and he did all the damage. Like all the damage. And it was like just shot after shot after shot. It wasn't even anything crazy. Now I can already tell you this too. When you do this and try to run him with Byakuya is not great. He's not a great tactical character. And you're gonna need a stronger damage dealer in order to run with him. Right now, I mean, I could put in Bankai, but you guys won't have Bankai, and I could put in Kenpachi, but my Kenpachi's pretty strong. Let's see, can I go in here and then change this up? We're gonna take out White. He's just too strong. Let's see, Kenpachi. Oh, I think I removed his stamp. Okay, so deploy that, and then we'll put in Byakuya. Again, he is one of those SRs. Do not worry about investing too much into him. Just let it ride. Oh, no. I removed all of his set stamps because all of his set stamps are currently on True Shikai. So I removed all of his set stamps. Another thing that shows you how important set stamps are. He goes from 40 to 26,000. Yeah, we run it like that then. Still about the same power level. Below 30k. And let's see what happens here. Be right back. This might just be proof that Byakuya is trash. Be right back. And funnily enough, it might be that those set stamps are more important than the core stamps. Because with the set stamps, I was able to assign like ailment damage and crit damage and things like that. Without those set stamps, I'm just going by what the core stamp says it gives, and that's it. I feel as though like having the set stamps on here would be way more beneficial to this fight. Oh, where's my thing? I got a craving. Okay. Okay. It does feel just kind of right though to run Kenpachi with Yachiro. It feels very apropos. I should just build a team to just have those two to be together at all times. Okay. I really, yeah, I need to go ahead and add that back. I want to see what I'm curious about how this battle would have been different if I had the set stamps instead of the core stamp. That's the thing. That's the next question. I mean, he's doing stuff. can't say he's not working. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Mayuri. He's doing a good bit of damage. 1.1. Doing a good bit of damage. Looks like we got him. In fact, I would bet on it, but still. Okay, coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so it looks like, and maybe I came back too soon, I shouldn't say it. It looks like this is going to handle it. However, without the set stamps, and I'm very, very tempted, as in I'm about to do it now, is I want to know what it looks like when I put his set stamps on and leave off his core stamp. That is what I need to know. I want to see what happens. So this one we beat. It's fine. All right. So we will go back. Got 433 with that team. 4-3-3-3. And actually, the smarter way to do that would have been like this. Okay. We're gonna go here, and we're gonna add all of his core stamps. He's gonna take off his core stamp, and then add his set stamp back. And I think this is, yeah, this is it. Yeah, from Shikai. Yeah. All right, there you go. Okay, so now that's been added back. All right, so come back. 3, 2. You will have noted that the power level's down 26,000 as opposed to the 28,000 it was before. I removed the core stamp and added those set stamps back that I got from that I put on Shikai just for this experiment. Just also as a heads up, so now you know I will crit at 75% with 88% crit damage, whereas before that was not the case. So now what we're gonna do is, and then plus I have additional ailment damage that'll help with his cleave. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and run this and see if we can beat that score. Be right back. Apparently those set stamps mattered a lot more. Okay, so yeah, okay. All right, coming back in 3, 2. Okay, you can tell by the time me adding those set stamps back to Kenpachi were way more important than the core stamp. So, as you can see, he is cleaning house. Nemu's coming out. I think she should have stayed in the house. I don't know why she came outside to catch this L. But anyway, so Kenpachi, and I mean, I'm sure this is like the case for most. Building up your set stamps are incredibly important. Your core stamp, also get it on there. 5x, very important. But having the right set stamps on your characters and building their stats up correctly is very important as well. And I will say this, like I said before, there is a difference that if you have good set stamps, they're just good set stamps. So if you level those up, you can just move those on to the next character. These were moved over to Shikai, the SR version, so that I could just go ahead and experiment. And I moved them right back over to Kenpachi so I could show this. So basically, if you have good set stamps, the game ones are useful. Then those are really, really, really good investments to improve your overall damage and team. Yeah, he eating that man. Oh, that's it. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Okay. A new record, yes, I'm sure. With the damage over here being at 17.8 million. Nobody else did the damn thing. Um, Save record. Okay, so worked with Shikai. Much more difficult. Um, Key to the slash team itself is going to be Keats. Not key, but one of the bigger ones that you can get very early is going to be Keats. Go ahead and pull for him as much as you possibly can, within means, right? But yeah, Yachiru being there to boost our slash damage, Kenpachi, and putting the proper set stamps on him did do a lot. Now, lastly, for the spirit team here, what I have done here is I have run. Should be good enough. Um, Spirit team's a little bit more difficult. Now, even Saber does have Aizen, and Kitsuke. I would run Aizen and Kitsuke in here and let Kitsuke give Aizen that plus 60% damage and watch him while out. But then when you do that kind of stuff, then you can't use Kitsuke back on the slash team. Now, if you're using Yachiru on the slash team, Kitsuke is freed up to run with Aizen on your spirit team. Just a heads up. And you're not bringing in Kitsuke for damage anyway, which is that thing they say you get an extra 30% damage for X type. I don't need Kitsuke's damage. I need him to give everybody on my squad more damage, right? So now let's go ahead and run this. Yeah, the insane crit chance and crit damage just comes from farming. And this is the most tedious one. I put a video up of it yesterday, day before yesterday, where it's just basically like set stamps and why they're frustrating. Like they're frustrating. You have to farm. You have to craft the right. You have to keep trying to craft. Now I can't even say craft the right ones. You know the one that you want. You know the one that's right. You just have to hope you get it. And then there was one event that lets you build one set stamp piece, and that's gone now. But they said they might introduce that system in again as a permanent thing sometime later. Hopefully they do, because set stamps are the most frustrating thing. You need those set stamps. One second. All right. They are really. This might have to be the end of the stream for me. They are really going at it up there, and I need to put on some like noise canceling headphones. Yep. I love Kenpachi so much, even when he's killing us. Okay. And I think this is the one that shocked me a bit. By the way, has there been any announcement since I've been on stream? I'm hoping it just comes anytime soon about the release date for Bambii. I'm guessing no. All right, so just when I said they were on lunch break, I said that was gonna happen to me. Okay, so coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so this is where I was kind of surprised. Now, when building the spirit team, lower level, if you haven't gotten it yet, full assault is going to do a lot of the damage. You're putting in your tactical character for that battlefield skill. And then the support is going to boost them up. Rangiku support, she's going to give extra thrust damage. Yachiru, she's going to give extra slash damage. Momo gives extra spirit damage. Rukia is an SR that has battlefield skill, spirit. She is better than SR Uryu, I think is the other one who has it, right? Damage dealer I have right now is Ukiura. I was trying to think of any other spirit damage dealers that I would have that would not be like SSR. I have Toshihiro. I have, well, Aizen's a damage dealer at B6. And Ukiura. Those aren't going to be realistic at the moment if you don't have a banner to go get them or whatever. So I was trying to find someone else. You should get like certain pulls and things for Ukiura to SR plus. He's okay at best. But the thing that surprised me is that she's doing 33% of the damage on like 1/6 the time, right? I don't know why, but her battlefield skill and the way that that works in terms of freezing enemies and everything else sets up her to be like an amazing tactical character as an SR. Aizen's better, duh. I'm not saying anything that far, but in terms of investments in characters that are really good, Momo and Rukia, you could do worse. They're pretty good. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to try to get... What about Orihime? Orihime, I have to be honest. I have not... Oh, no. I started working on Orihime, and I even did her tutorial. This will not be in the video. I even did her tutorial. And she is along those characters like Chad to me, where it's, well, no. Chad does not sound good in concept. Chad sounds bad outright. Where was I? Yeah, I was sitting here about to do her set stamps. Let me activate a bond for her. This is the recommended one. Other teammates get more damage. Okay. Is she support or she support, right? Sorry, I'm rocking to this song right now. I wonder. Now think about it. And I was waiting on doing Orihime until... Did I get good set stamps on her first? Let me see. No, I did not. Where's Momo? There she is. We're gonna equip Orihime. Oh wait, I could be doing what is it called? Hidden Wisdom? Just filter it like that, right? Wait, whoa. Yeah, Hidden Wisdom. So shouldn't there be a Hidden Wisdom? Oh yeah. Oh Momo, there she is. Sorry, I was blind. Equip, confirm, and then that one, equip, confirm. Now, she's more of a healer, right? Life support shield, health restore, significantly increases team survivability. But then versus Momo, who increases damage, right? Team support provides team higher attack bonuses and spirit damage bonus. Okay, so we're gonna run this real fast. I was at level 3, right? I wasn't any higher than that, given the same playing field. Oh no, I was at level 5. Okay. So, coming back in 3, 2. Okay, so I was actually just about to call this a video, but then someone mentioned, Saz mentioned, shout out, mentioned Orihime, who was another support. Also, I have not developed Ururu yet. She is an SR damage dealer. but I have not put any resources into her at all. However, what I did do with Orihime was I went ahead and took the set stamps off of Momo, put them on Orihime because I had the stamps. Well, they were turbo stamps. Doesn't matter. So I'm gonna use her right now. Now Momo is more designed around attack bonus, damage bonus, spirit damage bonus, things like that. Orihime is centered more around survivability and survival, healing. So, I mean, fits, right? So what I'm gonna do is run this team and actually see what happens. I think we would still be able to get out of this with this team. I think. I was gonna say I think Rukia is gonna still get more damage, but let's see. Let's go ahead and do it. Be right back. Yeah, I only have one account. I don't like to play games multiple times. Once I have an account, I do that account. Once I'm done with the game, I'm out. I don't like starting games over. I did do actually for DC Legends, I did do a baby account and started it up like the way that it should have been started from the beginning. And then I tried to give it away. Nobody took it, and I was like, all right, well, cool. Don't nobody want it. That's fine. All right, so Rukia is going to give us increased damage, but Momo gave us more, of course. And then all that's going to happen here is that, and I say all, this is probably good from the perspective of if you're trying to keep your team alive and you're falling a lot, then Orihime is probably going to be good for you. However, looking at this right now, the damage gap might be, ooh. The damage gap might be an issue. I don't know that this is going to be great. Because then it's like, well, do I need to heal if the enemy's killed really fast? If I kill the enemy really fast, I don't need to heal, right? That thing. Oh, she frozen. Got him. Got him. Let's see. Okiota's doing the damn thing right now. Albeit, to be fair, I think he's 40k. Okay. Wait, and I also need to check. This is about to be a dumb question. 1,000 Years Blood War has not come out yet, has it? Or is it running right now? Because I want to say it's running right now, but I don't see it on my Disney Plus. I only see like the old season, I think. Plus, I think I need to rewatch the whole, like, not the whole thing, but like the last season, because what happened at the end just kind of had me rolling my eyes. I rolled my eyes so hard at the last, like I almost passed out. It was so. I'm kind of enjoying this art, but not so much. It ain't no Waco Mundo. It ain't no Arrancar art. Only episode. Okay, yeah, so forget it. I made that mistake with X-Men 97 where it was like I started watching it and they hadn't finished releasing it. And I was like, you know what? Let me pause on this for like another 10 weeks and then I'll come back and watch it. Oh, I see her healing them over there on the side. 3, 2. So, we did get through it. Now, it's a lower score, and I'm assuming that the damage is about the same. Now, previously, you saw that Rukia was doing more of the healing. If you see what Orihime was doing on this, whenever characters were off to the side, she was healing them. So that's improving survivability. The option would be you sacrifice your score if you're not getting through it or not like lasting long enough. You sacrifice the score to get more heals to maybe extend the battle to get a higher score. So maybe Orihime isn't that bad. Maybe I need to tap into Orihime a little bit more and see what she's all about. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, please subscribe, support the channel, buy me a coffee, follow the Instagram. It's just funny anime stuff, things I find funny. See you guys next time. All right, we can stop recording. That is 42 minutes of editing I got to do, which is going to get whittled down to like hopefully 10 minutes. But I already watched in episode 3 because an accidental leak, and it was from the movie. Also, Tsubaka's support works when it's switched into the DPS, not Rukia. Okay. Who is Tsubakis? Hold up. Am I just not knowing yeah, whatever. Am I just not knowing the name? I'm hungry. I did not have lunch. Oh wait, is this what's her face? Ururu. Nope. I was wrong on him. He's tactical for thrust. All right. Or were you saying Toshihiro? Yeah, I'm gonna wait until Bleach. I'll wait till all of Bleach. Wasn't that the benefit of having these streaming services in the beginning? Was that they just released all the episodes at once, and then you just got to watch all the episodes. Now they're going back to releasing them once a week, and it's like, well, we had that with cable. Why are y'all doing this now? Old man talking. Orihime's Shun Shun. Rika Fairy. Well, I hadn't even opened this up. Support additionally increases the character's attack by an extra. Maybe I do need to look into Orihime a little bit more. Momo seemed to be doing a damn job, but like, I'm not using the resources on this now, but who was on my list next? Oh, my list was next going to be Renji. I mean, I could plop Orihime on there to like experiment and see what she's all about as I slowly build up the SR so I can like give some advice. All right, so guys, I'm going to log off because I'm hungry. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Buy me a coffee. Wrong direction. Buy me a coffee. Support the channel. Instagram. Add yourself there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see about tomorrow. We'll see.